He's kind of.
Jack Van Dyke boots it away, and it's short. And Trainham's going to have a chance. He muffs it, just does collect it before the coverage team flies down there. And known for taking the football away. Something's got to give tonight. And you give the handoff off the left side. The Hawaiian moves all over the place and tries to disrupt quarterbacks. They get it to the edge, and that's a quick catch by Marvin Harrison.
Chris is a corner here. C.J. Stroud feels the freshman corner kind of sinking in. He lost leverage there on the taller receiver Harrison. He got inside. See how he kind of jumped that route? Allowed Harrison to have.
Motions out, empty backfield in this first down play. Stroud across the middle, throws a dart, and it's Cade Stover, the tight end, who's becoming an increasingly important part of this attack, getting vertical.
Well, what he's doing is he's hitting the seams right through here, right through the middle of this defense. So they're going to play zone. You got to make this throw and throw it on a line in between those backers and in front of that safety, just as he did there. Well thrown and good timing. These first few three or four games, we're seeing Stroud really. Wisconsin actually recruited him very heavily.
43 yards in the first two pass plays, and now they hand it off to Henderson, who's got a seam, and he's knocked down after. Stover going across in motion to the right now. Stroud looking across the middle, and he flips it down, and the catch is made by Ibuka, who fights toward the pylon and is forced out at the 1. John Torchio saved a touchdown, but it's first and goal.
Boy, really good job of Stroud keeping his focus. I'll tell you, he's getting the ball thrown behind the linebackers and in front of the safeties. He gets pressure. Look at the linebackers. They're looking for crossers. They're not thinking about the vertical shots downfield in the seams. Second time now that Stroud's been able to hit that. There's a progressive pylon cam that shows you that Ibuka is definitely pulled out of bounds, but a great route and good timing there with Stroud.
Wow, just like that, they are knocking on the door at Mayan Williams. Big physical back, gets the football and fights through some tackles and leans. Touchdown! Ohio State comes out swinging. 88.
Everything, but those seam routes hurt Wisconsin badly.
Yeah, you don't see a Wisconsin defense look that confused. Wisconsin did not come in here hoping to get involved in a shootout. I can guarantee you that. We'll see if Mertz and this offense, which will be out with Braylon Allen, tall sophomore tailback.
Only 3 scholarship corners playing tonight.
This is Braylon Allen in the direct snap. And they give it to him on 3rd and short, and he just falls forward for one of the stars against Notre Dame, who's missed the last couple. He's a difference maker in here. They hand the ball to Guerendo. Does he get the corner? No. Nice secondary tonight. We'll fill you in. Mertz on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Tanner McAllister, the safety, still alive. And will finally be wrestled down at the 15. A quick takeaway and a mistake by Mertz.
This is, if you're a Wisconsin fan, you're sitting there saying, oh no, not again. This is what's killed Graham Mertz as a starter. He's got, again, so much potential, but a poor throw. He's receivers right here. Tanner's right here is a safety playing man-to-man on this slot receiver. Gets pretty good separation, but before he throws this ball, he should be throwing it out here. Look where he throws the ball. Behind his receiver. Right when he threw it, he put his hands in the air, knew that it was a poor throw, and a heck of a job by McAllister, who transferred over with Jim Knowles from Oklahoma State. Does a good job showing the hands there to make that interception.
To build this lead from the 16. Henderson picks his way and is knocked.
They got to try to hold Ohio State to a field goal.
Stroud rolls to his left and now throws back to a right, and wide open is Stover, who somersaults for a touchdown.
You get a motion here, and that's important pre-snap, because watch what it does to the Badger defense. Now they lose sight of Stover, completely lose him. Nobody picks him up. He sneaks out, but a great job of developing and designing that play by Ryan Day and his staff. Completely forgot about the tight end after that motion.
And Stover, the guy who was making, was he real close to the stadium?
Yeah.
Now this will be a touchback, and the Badgers will begin trying to chip
it in early. Wisconsin needs to avoid that.
Guerendo trying to avoid the swarming Buckeye defense, and Eichenberg again invading the backfield. They've got him for about a 6-yard loss.
But this defensive line has been challenged to get some penetration, and they are taking their orders. Good job of getting off blocks, getting slippery. Teron Vincent makes a play. There's the middle linebacker we talked about a little bit earlier.
15. Allen, and he gets about half. Buckeyes will rush 5. Mertz will take a downfield shot and way over the head of Keontez Lewis, the transfer from UCLA. Andy Vunovich on to punt for the Badgers, kicks it off the side of his foot, and Apuka drifts back and makes a fair catch.
Pretty good, 102.
But we're close enough to know that Ohio State looks really good on offense so far. They pitch it to the edge, and the catch is made by Apuka. Gets a blocker, spins through some tackles.
He's a little bit slow and easy decision there.
Now it's Harrison who makes the catch. Stroud 6 for 6, already over 109, just to make things tougher for Stroud. I asked Ryan Day, did you ask for 5-star receivers like to come? Stroud gets the ball out again, complete to Stover, and he barrels for. Handed off on the left side. Henderson breaks the tackle and darts down near the 10-yard line. So TreVeyon Henderson back and looking really healthy tonight.
Watch this offensive line really doing a good job here. And I think the timing between Henderson, he kind of sets those blocks up, stays on his tracks, shows the patience to allow them to work. Yeah.
Henderson weaves his way through traffic, accelerates and barges out at the 1. First and goal. And Stroud still got it, and he just flips it into the end zone to Stover again. The second for the tight end. They're just
give him a little time. He'll get it there.
It's gonna be something.
Areas, like I said, that second year took this offseason incredibly serious in a lot of different ways, studying film, working out.
Unacceptable, Kirk. There's a mistake by Ohio State here. How do you begin to establish something on offense and chip away? Hand the ball off to Chez Malus.
Play with their hair on fire, and I think you're seeing that tonight.
Mertz steps up, and he will get dropped behind the line of scrimmage. And the sack coming from Jack Sawyer off the edge. The hybrid, they call it the jack position here.
Yeah, and he's right here, and he just uses his eyes, leads him to the ball. Patient, waits. And then he sees the back is there to pick up and try to help out on a chip. So he says, no problem. My back, I don't have to worry about.
Buckeyes back out, rush 4. Mertz still has to step up to avoid pressure on the run. Checks it down.
And Ryan Day.
At the left side, this is.
Now they see blitz.
And Stroud on the first third down play of the night finds Harrison on the slant. Receivers off to the left. They run that direction with Williams. He gets some blocks and runs untouched. Stroud with pressure off the edge, just steps around it, fires down the middle, and a rare in. And they hand it off, and Williams powers left.
Is he going to stay and protect?
Williams running to the right. They hit him behind the line. He just spins free. Miyan Williams barrels down inside the 5. Guy runs with an edge, an attitude, and toughness.
Turner, the middle linebacker, a new starter, he just gets indoctrinated into the Big Ten right there. Lowers that shoulder and runs through that potential tackle. Would have kept him short of the first down.
This drive, a couple of tight ends in the game. Handoff and just waltzing in untouched is Williams.
Guys are executing so efficient.
Buckeye somersault tackle against Smith-Njigba as Gurindo takes the kickoff back and tries to create something. Takers.
Okay, and you know how soon he might come back. He thinks he may rest it potentially another week. He just wants to be careful with it because, like you said, it's one of those injuries that if you come back
soon, opponents don't. Mertz on second and long makes a long throw. A flag comes out. Tommy Eichem.
I don't see that pass as catchable.
And the pass is checked down. Very good view of it. Allen on 2nd and 1 picks his way for a first down.
Scheme than they've been running in recent years. So
Mertz has some ground in front of him, and he'll just scamper. Joined by Chez Mellusi, who takes the handoff, running back. Mertz steps up and delivers in track. Mertz rolls, doesn't see anybody, and just delivers downfield and getting behind folks now. Allen on the delay, cuts it back to the right. Braylon Allen barrels down to the 5-cat quarterback and takes it himself. See if Allen gets the give. Now they'll sneak it with Mertz on 1st and goal, and the Badgers finally crack the score column. You get a signal, make it official. Did he not get it well across when Vito Calvaruso's out injured? And now the kick driven way out of the. What do you tell your guys? What can you do? Try to begin to make it a little challenging for Ohio State.
Speaking, you look at points per game and 3rd down defense, they've been incredible.
Williams has a huge hole. Tore like a lane, and he just walks right. Stroud launches over the middle and going up and making the grab. Badgers show some late pressure, and it's a handoff middle to Williams, who spins. And
Leonard might move a little bit more after that.
3rd and 3, they move it pretty quickly. Pitch it to
zone adjustment.
And they will hand it off, and Williams bounces it, 1st down, and a lot more before they finally knock them down inside the 30.
You see this a lot in college football, where play callers are involved almost like they're playing quarterback themselves. And he saw the look. Remember, he's studied all week for this opponent, these looks, certain situations, and he knows what he sees is going to work.
RBI singles. It's Henderson back in the game. He has home run ability. Opposing tacklers, that's for sure. Henderson wrestled down. Rossi in the backfield, and they hand it off to the fullback / tight end.
Football at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud across the middle, and it's high off the hand. Henderson picks his way up. You talked about the offensive line. On 3rd and 5, Henderson will be stopped short, so it'll be another. And from 25, Ruggles drives it right through. So Ohio State, that's a 5-year span, though. Kickoff taken by Guerendo, breaks a tackle, runs straight ahead and hard out of Badgers. Good field position off the return by Guerendo, and Mertz looking to throw on 1st down underneath, threw it behind.
Not try to test him more on the edge.
Mertz on the run, checks it down, bobbled and caught. 4-man rush. Mertz has time, steps up, delivers over the middle into coverage and incomplete. Looking for a flag with Skylar Bell. It was Brown, the freshman, in coverage, and it's 4th down.
About that, we just talked about these freshmen and how they're going to be out on islands from time to time. Brown top left of your corner, crossing route, brings that right hand, times that up pretty good. A lot of times for a young corner on a crossing route, the left hand sometimes will long right arm round and knocking it away.
Winovich gets the punt away. Abuka is going to let it bounce over his head and into the right.
On the receiving team, number 20, half the distance to the goal, 1st and 10, Ohio State.
Yards from the end zone. They'll just hand it off to Henderson.
I still think they, for the sake of working for these kind of moments in games, I wouldn't be surprised to go there. He's still thinking about a field goal.
They'll wind the clock after the change is set, and there's a short throw, catch made by Fleming. Stroud has been incredibly accurate and efficient on throws downfield. This one looped over the head and almost intercepted. Was it caught? Yeah, Torchio came across, tracked the football, and it is the first interception of the season thrown by C.J. Stroud, and the Badgers have it in Buckeye territory.
And a ball thrown behind Harrison, and what a heck of a catch by Torchio. The concentration definitely gets his feet down and has the left arm wrapped around the ball. Ball did not move. But boy, you're seeing this in super slow motion. But if you see this in full speed, I mean,
So Wisconsin has all 3 timeouts. Mertz on the move, checks it down, and catch. Mertz steps up, has plenty of space ahead, starts his third down and 4 here. Mertz moves his feet around the pocket, delivers a high throw, and making the catch to get a first down, stop the clock briefly, and perhaps take a shot at the end zone or a long field goal. There's a looping throw and broken up at the last minute. Skylar Bell was running free and thinking about a touchdown, and Tanner McAllister, who's had a big first half, ran a long way to break it up.
Unbelievable job here by Tanner McAllister and just following his instincts. This will be fun for fans to watch. He's matched up on the inside right now. He turns his body one way, sees the ball thrown, never really looks back to find the ball, but has the experience and instincts. He turns inside to help out, ball's in the air, turns, never looks up, and times that up perfectly to knock the ball away from the potential big gain for Bell.
Bell, the speedy freshman out of the Bronx. If he could have just held up and maybe fought for the catch a little bit. Great play.
That was a big time
by
play.
McAllister. So complete domination from the opening minutes. Most deflating injury on an already deflating evening for Wisconsin. Graham Mertz has just not been able to in for Cundiff. You saw him motion to the left. They run to the right with Allen.
To see how will my guys respond when their backs are against the wall.
Well, Mertz escapes pressure, slides, and they'll try to run it with the tailback keeper on third down, and Allen gets around the edge. Flag out as he barges into Ohio State territory. The flag was in the middle of the run.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. It was a well-designed play in a zone read. Defense collapsed. He holds it and then breaks a tackle and shows what he can do. But the receiver definitely held the Ohio State defensive back.
Offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Buckeyes bring pressure. Mertz immediately retreats and has to throw it away. You know, Mertz has had to live with the fact that against ranked teams in his career, coming into this one, 2-6. To see a sharp start to the third quarter from this offense. And Stroud comes out throwing, and almost Mariota, Tuipulotu, many others. Stroud has protection and delivers a dart, a strike for a first down to the 47-yard line. At Bouquet collected that one.
He's looking at this flat defender, but I think he's locked up in man, so now you've got this cushion to be able to work to the outside. If that flat defender would sink, he'd throw that ball underneath, but he's manned up, so then he gets off of that read. Sure did.
Henderson.
Yards a carry.
Off play action, Stroud will look to the sidelines. Harrison hit, and the ball is just. Henderson motions out, 2-by-2 look, empty backfield. CJ looks to get ball out quickly and throws it down to Fleming, who makes a man miss. Julian Fleming still running, galloping down near the 15-yard line. A huge gain on third and short. Holland, who just made the play before, missed that tackle.
Yeah, and they're sitting back. I mean, look how soft the coverage is. It allows them to be able to throw it underneath. Look at this right here. This is a receiver that was the #1 ranked high school receiver when he came in. He's had some injuries the last couple years. When he's healthy and he's right, he's as good as Ohio State has. These receivers bring something a little bit different to the table.
Henderson, workman-like run. Henderson is going to run through a tackle. He lost his
the watch left,
or maybe that was the plan.
Watch his history.
Slant and touchdown. Julian Fleming fights his way in. And Ohio State, as they did to start the game, begins the second half with an efficient march. 72 yards in 8 plays.
You're just happy to see Fleming get his touches now that he's healthy. He's going to work from the outside and come underneath. Stroud feels a little pressure, steps up into the pocket, and then makes that throw. It's like when he throws the ball, it's like a heat-seeking missile where he's throwing it.
Exactly what Ryan Day would have wanted. The offense, which lost focus just a little bit, had to settle for a field goal late in the second quarter, right back.
Let's come to the games.
Your wife Allison is over here in the booth. You drag her out here. We got plenty of time to bring the entire.
He's been through and how it's made. That's his foundation now. So it's a good test to that tonight.
DK on the end around. trying to win the West Division. And off the left side, Allen for a short gain.
First throw of the night, it's intercepted, and next thing, that's 14-0.
Personal foul. Offense, number 50. 15-yard penalty. Second down.
It's another person.
Sprinkle in a few here and there from the south. Now it's the opposite.
Screen. Bell gets a block, breaks a tackle, and fights out across. Crowd back in, and on 3rd and 4, Buckeyes bring pressure. Mertz escapes for now, and fires incomplete. Bell didn't really have.
You knew coming in it was going to be a tough ask.
Ugly kick, just shanked out of bounds off the 50-yard line.
With that defensive line, you thought they'd apply more pressure.
Stroud rolls out off the play action, extends the play, and just fires it into the dirt, and he gets knocked.
I am on a championship level right now myself.
Working from sideline to sideline, that'll do it.
Make sure you recover. You want a championship recovery score.
Just to Sunday.
Get you a ring.
I would lose. I would fail.
Are you allowed? Badgers do bring 4. Stroud has time. Beginning to struggle a little bit. Wisconsin's
good adjustments here.
You have a Jesse Mirko sighting. He's the Ohio State punter, one of the least known players in the country. Occasional punt.
During the kick, holding. Receiving team, number 14. Be half the distance from the end of the kick. First down.
Allen takes the handoff from 4 yards deep and fights to avoid. Allen again from his own end zone picks his way for a short gain. Showing pressure. Don't bring it. They back out. It's a screen, and they sniffed it out and knocked it down. Deflecting that was Tyler Friday, who's coming off the bench in this Ohio State defense making a play.
Again, he's going. I think the freshman left tackle bails a little early. Try to get the Ohio State defense out of position, kind of faking that.
Punt of 23 yards. The last one was 18. Flag down. This is a really ugly low kick on the bounce. Fielded by Ibuka in Wisconsin territory. Spinning, and quarterbacks in the National Football League. Anderson picks his way. Let's get at the end of the show.
He went with Smokey. He brought Smokey up on the set, the whole thing.
All right. You got a W on the pick then. I bet there's everybody. I bet Knoxville's in a celebratory mood tonight.
Oh wow, they were ready. Watch him showing this athletic ability. Great kick out block, but he doesn't quite get him down. No problem. Getz has no idea where the ball is. He just
Stroud delivers on the sidelines, and Fleming's wide open, and he's knocked down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal again.
Watch the corner out here bail. I don't know where he's expecting Fleming to go, but he's almost to the goal line. I don't know if that's a miscommunication of.
Slant touchdown, Ibuka. An absolute short, super accurate from short range. Great touch on long balls. Can make the strong arm throws to the sideline. You may have heard about the shifting broadcast rights starting next year. We're going to save every minute we get here and throughout the Big Ten this season. Grendo knocked down at the 20. We check in with from Mertz tonight for 64 passing yards. All of them have been short. Allen, nice opening
at times, and of course defending the run the way he always has.
Mertz on the move, 2nd and 6, pitches to the sideline. Catch made by Bell. You think about him fast. Allen in the Wildcat in 3rd and 1. He was looking to throw, and he will pitch it, and it's complete. That should
5-pound running back to make it.
What can he do? This is the more familiar role. Allen just makes a cut. Big.
That had Gary Brown's face on them. He got a tattoo.
He's got the ball again. Holly in breaking tackles. Go ahead. Certainly wish him the best for his recovery. Allen, meanwhile, still running hard, corralling him. They haven't let him get out. He's got the ball again. Follows a lead blocker. They chase him down from behind. Jackson Aker, the fullback, is throwing a block for him. He reroutes himself and runs through a tap. It's some good backs in the Big Ten. Saw Mo Ibrahim from Minnesota.
Pressed by PJ Fleck's team.
2nd down, keeper again, and Allen's going to be stopped.
Michigan just getting better each week. Finally played a real opponent this week.
Wide open man. They flip it across the middle, and the catch is made. He's got it. Makes his way again, changes direction, looking for any 10 times and throwing a completed pass. Here's his 11th carry in the drive. You got to be this drive. They fake it to him. Mertz wants to throw and wide open. 11 times in a driver. Michigan threw himself at a blocker. Andrew still showing some fight. That 14 play drive, 11 of them carries by Allen, plus a
with their first unit in.
Henderson takes the handoff, makes a cut. Trevion Henderson sidesteps another tackler and is far more delicious over there. Just regular sushi. Oh my goodness, big hit delivered. Comes the late pressure. Stroud delivers over the middle and lofts it for Fleming. Pass under. Buckeye receiver himself, of course, who played in the NFL. Running back room not bad either.
And then you know the pipeline at quarterback too. Stroud, you got Dylan Raiola coming in.
Stroud shows him elusiveness, gets away and chucks it downfield, and trying to make a one-handed catch is Harrison. And if
he throws in rhythm.
Defense, number 1. 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. Automatic.
Very elusive on that play. Got away from a couple guys.
Yeah, he did. I mean, a lot of times you think about C.J. Stroud, it's drop back, hitch, ball is out. You know, it's not very often that you see him, watch him at the bottom. What I love to see is Marvin Harrison initially comes back to the ball, and then he sees that his quarterback's in trouble, and then he decides to work downfield. So good job on this.
Look at a throw across the middle. It's a dart. Ibuka dives for the end zone. Touchdown pass number 5 for Stroud. And a second for number 2.
You know, this is a different wrinkle for Ohio State to go RPO and read the backside safety who collapses down, and then you can hit the glance route right behind it. Feels that safety, gets down into the action to stop the run, and that's the balance. Can pull it and throw it right by you.
Ohio State with half 100. Field goal that could have put him ahead. Doinked.
Florida State, Mike Norvell, they're up big today over Boston College.
You know,
not today.
Like last week. No,
not today. Different story.
Here, yes, but not everywhere. Allen takes off a foot race, and somehow, after an exhausting night, hope we'll see behind on the scoreboard. Allen is still firing. There's that last Wisconsin drive. Allen carried it 11 times. Ibuka will just make the fair catch. Back to
the size of them. A lot of turnovers that cost Nebraska. Playing pretty well for Kansas State.
We'd love to have a day
stacked, especially by today's standards.
This is the young freshman Dallin Hayden, who in 21. So 200-yard rushers and a 530 yard. That's a big number running after the catch.
Ohio State travels to State College. And then, of course, Michigan at the end of the year. Iowa, after last year's game, a lot of people excited to see that game.
Hayden again, knocked down from behind, but at first time. There's some algorithms involved, and I promise you. You know, the big gainers.
Like, what happened?
The computer went into panic mode after opening night. Have you seen him lately? Listen, hit somebody, throw him in a seam route.
That's it.
Look at him maul people. Maul people. That was a near
almost fullback type of guy.
Second punt of the night, and it's going to carry into the end zone. Not quite field.
Who's the team to beat?
Rockies too, by the way.
Yeah. Who is it? The Astros or who? Bear. Who's the team to beat in baseball?
Day is going to remain perfect against unranked teams in his coaching career. Still just the one home loss for Day coach teams, and Ohio State going to 1-0 in conference play. Heisman campaign still cranked up. Only 4 games in. Long way to go, but C.J. Stroud and company continue to be scary efficient, even without their playmaking best wide receiver. You can crank up the victory bell. Southwest quarter of Ohio Stadium. An Alpha Phi Omega fraternity.
Get wavy again, bro. Okay, let's skate. Bad bitch finna come my way. Going 90 when I'm on the highway. Can't go high without the high. Ay.